Alright, what's up everybody? My camera's probably going to die when I'm going to start this video. They're going to get some of my ideas out. Basically, the point of this topic video is stress is an internal thing. It's not an external thing. And what I mean by that is, so I was kind of doing it this week and I didn't feel stressed, but my body was giving me signs that, that's where I was thinking the stress was coming from, right? I was like, that's the only thing I can think, because I'm not, why this was coming about, the stress I'm thinking. So it's like, because I had all my stores to check, all my stores to restock. I'm trying to, build my YouTube here. Still, I'm trying to really want to finish up this painting here. I got gaming YouTube videos to edit. I'm about to have to paint something. I told my sister I'd paint something for her wedding. Like, just a ton of stuff to do right now. I'm working out. I want to stream. I'm very behind on my streaming as of lately, just because I've been so backed up with other things. And it's kind of like the fuck, you know what I'm saying? And I've even heard other people. I was talking to somebody one time about their line of work, and they're saying how stressful it is, and they turn to basically like pills or whatever from the doctor. And I just got up, so my hair looks crazy. And that's what I was basically trying to tell them. It's like, you're basically stressing. They're on like pills and weed and stuff trying to de-stress. It's like, basically that's a problem if you're having to do all that. It's how you need to work on how you're actually interpreting these external, because all this stuff's happening in the world. All this, and a lot of people stress on their job too, and that's what this person was doing, stressing with their job, but that job is external. Our internal world, our brain, our mindset, our consciousness is inside here, okay? Everything else is external. So that whatever's happening in that external world might be looked at as being perceived as stressful, and it doesn't actually become stress until it's our internal dialogue about the situation. It's how we think about things that leads things into being stressful, because we have a thought process. We see this thing, we perceive it as something stressful, we think about it, and then our thought patterns lead us down a pathway that results in us being stressed out about it, because that's how we're thinking about it leads us to being stressed out about it. We become what we think about. We are what we think, essentially. Or no, we're not all what we think, but we become what we think about. So I'm saying, like, you can think about a thing and let it stress you out, or think about a thing and not let it stress you out. It's all about how we think about it. And again, it's perception. So same, you could clone me right here beside myself. Same exact people, same exact things can happen to, or two different people. It's all about how you react to it. So if you had the same exact me's, one me could react to it one way, one me could react to it another way. One get stressed out, one get not stressed out. It's because the one me perceived this thing as, okay, it's not a stressful situation. I looked at it, my mental thoughts about it. Okay, I looked at it, analyzed it. Okay, this is what I'll do. I'll break it down, have the game plan, and okay, I'll just do my best and get it done. I can get it done. The other one, looked at it and was freaking out about the deadlines or the consequences and all this. And it's thought patterns, it's thought habits. Okay, it's thought habits. It all comes back down to how we think things are, and it's like, it's always like, well, no, I'm just an anxious person or have social anxiety. That's why I think that's such BS, because every thought we're having today is going to lead us to a conclusion tomorrow or next week or next month, that we're getting the results of the way we're thinking, essentially. So you get what I'm saying? So that's why it's so important to stay on top of your thinking positively and trying to work on yourself internally as much as you possibly can, because regardless if you're consciously doing that or conscious of your thoughts or anything, you're getting the results of your thoughts. That's why you need to be very conscious of what you're putting into your brain as well. That's why I really don't listen to rap music anymore. I haven't in years. One of the main reasons that is just because it's just purity garbage being dumped in your brain. So that's one reason I stopped doing that. And then just try to minimize all negativity and all just garbage in general, and try to put only great things inside my brain. So again, I don't know if you've heard this quote before, but change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. It's literally that simple. Now you have to do some, again, rewiring and be looking on the positive side, because every situation, everything that ever happens, there is a positive to it. Okay? There's a negative to it too, but it's about what do you want to focus on. I always want to focus on what's that positive I can get out of this situation that I can use to, again, be happier, less stressed, or take it and get better from it. So, that's one thing I love about lifting weights, bodybuilding. It basically parallels life, man. So let's just look at it like this too. So that stress, the weights, it literally exercises and stress on your body. So those weights is whatever is in your external world, just like the barbell there, the weights are in your external world. Okay, we're lifting the weights. That's putting stress on the body. Okay, well, you're perceiving this external thing in your world, and it's putting stress on your brain, which puts stress on your body. Okay, now how are we gonna lift those weights? Are we gonna get trapped? Are we just gonna let the weights control us essentially because the weight's too heavy? We put too much. We went too heavy on the bar. Our perception was wrong. We didn't gauge it correctly by putting the correct amount of weight on the bar. Just like the perception, you want to gauge it correctly. Or are we controlling that weight? Perfect form, perfect feel, perfect technique, perfect breathing, controlling the weight, controlling the situation, controlling your perception of that stress. I'm controlling that stress, using it to my advantage, how I want to use it. See what I'm saying? Getting the results I want. That's taking the positive of that stress. Or you could freak out and, it's straining and bad form or anything, and you get hurt. It's essentially the same thing. You're looking at it the wrong way, and you're really hurting yourself mentally by stressing out, and you're hurting yourself physically by stressing out as well. And you're building negative thinking habits and bad thinking habits. That's why things will just continually easier to stress you out over time. So change the way you look at things. The things you look at change. Okay, everything in this external world is secondary. The primary is your internal world. Okay, your thoughts. Okay, our thoughts control our feelings, and our feelings control our actions. Okay, so change the way we look at things, and things we look at change. So stress is an internal activity. Even if you have people putting pressure on you, it's not really, it doesn't actually become pressure until it's how you're thinking about the people putting pressure on you, and you're interpreting it as, oh God, they're putting pressure on me, I gotta get it done for them, or you know what I'm saying, you're freaking, you see what I'm saying? So it doesn't actually become the pressure until you yourself believe it and have those mental patterns, mental talk to yourself, and then you believe, you come to the conclusion in your head that you accept that as truth, that is stress. But you can just as likely have another conversation with yourself and come to the conclusion and believe that it's not that much stressful. You can understand, okay, I might need to be quick here, I need to get this done by this time, or whatever the situation is, but not actually stress out about it. It's a completely different thing. So again, change the way we look at things, the things we look at change, okay? And it's all an internal dialogue, 24/7, 7 days a week. It's all an internal dialogue. That's going to determine the quality of our life, okay? It's all about the conversation we have with somebody else. So look at it like you're having a conversation with somebody else. If you're constantly having negative conversations with other people, complaining all the time, like, you're going to be in a lower vibration, lower energy, you're going to not be in as good of a mood. But look at it if you're having a positive conversation, you're talking positive, you're talking new things, trying to constantly, critique someone, trying to get better, you're happy with their progresses, you share their progress, you're happy, like you're trying to constantly learn different areas, like that's a growing conversation, because y'all are talking about new things, looking at where you could get better, you're constantly going to be getting better, looking at the positives, the awesome, like it's a great high energy, great vibration conversation, same thing, but we're talking to ourselves, so let's have a positive conversation to ourselves. And I'm not saying only look at the positive. Yeah, there are some situations, you need to understand the negative. I'm not saying ignore that, and there are some situations where, hey, we might need to get negative, like, you cross the line, like you disrespect me, like, now I got to get a little bit on the negative side, which is more still a positive, because it's like, character and stuff like that. But y'all get what I'm saying, like, you just don't need to ignore it, but you need to look at the situation and think, how can I use this to get better? Where's the good in this I can find? Or, really think about the truth about things. Like, a lot of times, as I said, and if there is some genuine stress, if you feel, okay, like this is something I should be a little bit stressed about, don't blow that out of proportion, which I feel like a lot of people do too. Okay, if you need a little bit of stress, that's fine, a little bit. That may be good to keep you hustling good, getting on the job good. That way, if you have that deadline or whatever that's stressing you, but don't blow it out of proportion. It's just, that's why I don't like even having any stress in, because that is so easy for, if you start to get stressed out about something, it just snowballs, because the way you keep thinking about it just keeps perpetuating itself, and you keep building that stress more and more. Okay, so, and stress is the silent killer. That's what they say. That's why a lot of people commit suicide, essentially it's like they're stressed out, they're in that negative state, they can't, you know what I'm saying? Stress affects us physically, okay? You'll feel like shit, all right, mentally and physically. And you know why people commit suicide and what's all this anxiety, depression, social anxiety and stuff like this? Like, it's a mental problem, okay? So everything starts with the mind. We need to fix the mind, and the body will follow. So people have these, mental problems, and they feel like shit physically, and they can kill themselves, man. So, or they're just super depressed and all. So we gotta fix the mental. That's gonna change the whole body's vibration. We're like 98% water. Water, everything's vibrating in this world, okay? So change our thought vibrations. It's gonna change the vibrations of our bodies. Raise that. The higher the vibrations, the better we're gonna be feeling. Think more positively. Don't let things stress you out, or stay on top of that. Again, it's all about how we look at it. It's all an internal dialogue. We come to our own conclusions, our own beliefs. That's pretty much it for the video. So comment down below anything you want to see me cover, or any kind of thoughts you've had from this. If this helped you, inspired you, if you have any kind of interpretation on anything that can help, maybe me. I like to hear other people's experiences, and then maybe help other people as well, or like a favorite quote or something. Or comment down below any kind of video topic you want me to cover as well, anything you'd like to see on the channel. Anyway, that's it for the video. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as it really helps the channel grow. It really helps, I'm really trying to build the freaking channel like crazy, so it really helps it grow. I really appreciate it, and sick content here, so you're getting something back for sure. So anyway, let's get better today, my people. Stay happy, stay healthy. Gonna make y'all some gains. Peace out.